the status is now at resolved. Click into the ticket. The next step is to confirm it. So the service manager would move this status from resolved to confirmed. And if we scroll down, we'll update the status by clicking on the red button called Update Status. Once at the confirmed status, we now have access to the invoice. Let's edit and send the invoice. So come down, and if you click the red arrow for client invoice, you will see the information as it was captured in the field. We have some travel, we have some labor, and we have our materials. If we click on switch to edit mode, we can begin to edit and modify the invoice. So let's tweak some hours. Let's adjust the travel and round it up. This was a short trip, so anything that is blue you can click into and change the values. So let's call it a half hour of travel and click save. And maybe we only need one travel. We'll go ahead and delete the second entry. Let's increase the labor. For both, we'll round each up to 1.5. And also confirm our materials are right. We can also enter in a description of work. Leak was called in and resolved same day. See attached document. Next, let's enter in the tax. Let's put 7. You will note the checked items are taxable and will contribute to the overall tax amount listed below. Next, we will be able to indicate what it is we want to include within this invoice as we send it from the system. Include customer ID number, include attached files as long as they're PDF only, include supporting documents, which are the before and after photos. That's checked by default. And also the ability to include the inspection report, which will pull from the last generated inspection report on the property. Please note, if you're including an attached file, you will not see it on the preview screen. It will bind as you click Send Email on the next screen. This looks set, so we'll scroll up. You can also change the billing, whether you're billing to the company or to the property. As you can see, it changes the address for the bill to. There are also some other options to be able to bill to Firestone, Carlisle, other manufacturers and installers, and if the section is under warranty. We'll talk about that in advanced training. We have another option of which we can use simple invoice if we prefer to send a lump sum as to what is due instead of an itemized breakdown of the labor and materials. We also have the ability to change the customer ID number here, which will change the company level in the CRM. We're all set here, and when we're done, we'll click into view mode. If we come back down, as we click send client invoice, the status will move from confirmed to invoiced. We can click here to preview this before we submit. Here's our invoice showing the billing company, the property, date, invoice number, the descriptions, the amounts, the work performed, or a description of the work, subtotal, tax, balance due, your payment terms, your invoice contact showed up. And if we scroll down to the next page, we will see our supporting documents. On the supporting documents, you'll see the front of the building, the aerial image with the leak location, the signature of who signed off on site, the time, the before and after pictures with descriptions. If satisfied, close out of this tab and you will see we can send email to the company contacts listed on this record. Also note, the body of your customized email message is pulling from your service dispatch settings. By clicking send email, it will leave the system. Once again, the status has been changed to invoiced. Coming back to the dispatch board, you will note the ticket is in the invoiced status. And lastly, at the end of the day or week, however often, we can filter by the status of invoiced. Filter. We would check all of the invoiced dispatches, export those so we can bring them over into accounting. Now, what you export, we also recommend you archive. So back at the dispatch board, those same selected records, you would in turn archive by clicking the file cabinet. So once again, this remains an active list of work orders, and once billed, we bring them over to the archived section. Be sure to clear your filters when you're done.